Greetings, my friend. Jen Hilman here. Thank you so much for joining me today in this 1 hour full body flow. So I've designed this sequence in 3 parts so you can take breaks when you need to or follow along with the whole sequence for a total body stretch and workout experience. So please give me a thumbs up and like this video so you can come back and follow along anytime you want. And don't forget to comment below. Your feedback is really important to us. It helps us stay connected as a community. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead, subscribe to the new channel where you can get all of my latest videos. All right, you guys, we're gonna begin our practice standing at the top of your mat. Begin by standing with your feet parallel to each other, about hip width apart. Spread all 10 of your toes wide apart. Root them evenly down into the earth and simultaneously sink the weight of your heels into the earth. Lift through the inner arches of your feet so you can feel a little lift where your foot curves away from the floor. Then draw that lifting energy up your legs and start to lift your kneecaps so you're feeling your legs engage. Keep drawing that energy up through your torso and you feel your core muscles begin to lightly contract. Continue carrying this upward energy all the way up through the back of your neck and up and out through the crown of your head, feeling yourself rooted and lifted at the same time. Take a deep inhale. Feel your body fully alive in this moment. And exhale, feeling yourself deeply connected to this earth. And on your next inhale, reach your arms up to the sky, growing nice and tall. Stretch and lift through your waist. Then exhale and let your body fold all the way forward, coming down to fold over your legs. Now here in the beginning, just soften behind your knees. Allow your knees to bend as much as you need to let your upper body really fold over your legs. So your knees can be very bent, and here we're actually going to start to pulse in the knees. So just bending up and down, starting to work some mobility into the ankles and feet, as well as warming up, getting some fluid circulating through our knees. This also helps to get some deep compressions into the hip socket and even across our organs and our belly. And you may be noticing now starting to build a little bit of heat and warmth through the thighs and legs. So let's gently release and just fold your body forward. And now we're going to let our upper body start to pulse, front and back. So you should feel the weight of your head hanging down here and just using a gentle force through your arms, helping yourself just pulse your body up and down, really releasing any tension through your spine. We'll pulse here for 3, 2, and 1. Allow yourself to just come into the stillness of your forward fold. Then we'll start to work a little deeper into our legs. As you inhale, lift your spine halfway up, feeling that length through your waist. Then bring your left hand to the floor right underneath your nose and bend into your left knee. Now you're going to really sink down into that left hip, leaning your weight towards the right. Press that right leg as straight as you can. Then we'll begin to stack your right shoulder on top of your left, twisting through your spine. Extend your fingertips up towards the sky, getting a nice deep twist, as well as starting to work some energy along that IT band, that outer band of tissue in your legs. Just breathe into it here. Now we're going to bend both knees, letting both knees relax and soften. See if you can twist
twist your rib cage around a little further, press that right leg straight again. Then you may even begin to bend your right arm back behind your back, reaching for half a bind. You may even be able to start to reach for the inside of your left thigh, just working into deeper layers of this pose. And we'll gently release your right arm back up towards the sky. Exhale your breath and fold forward over your legs. You can just kind of shake out your knees a little bit here. Whew, releasing any buildup. Then we'll prepare for the second side. So you can bring your right hand right underneath your nose. Bend into that right knee and sink down into your hip. Press that left knee as straight as you can without locking it out, right? We want to still have some supple movement in the knee, and you can lean your weight towards that left side. Inhale your breath as you twist your heart around, extending your left fingertips up towards the sky. So continue leaning that weight towards the left side. Then here, you can soften into both knees, twist a little deeper, then press your left leg straight again. Breathing here, you can stay here in this moment or begin to work towards that bind, bringing your left hand back behind you. So you can use this as a tool to help you twist around deeper, or possibly even start to reach to the inside of your right thigh. So there's just different steps along the way. Last moment here, just finding your perfect expression. Then we'll slowly begin to unwind, releasing and fold all the way forward over your legs. And then if you want to pulse your knees here again a couple of times, if that feels good for you, can just loosen it up. All right, let's start to work into the outer hips and the outer thighs. So as you inhale, lift and lengthen your spine. And now we're going to rotate your toes 45 degrees open to the side. Then from here, we're taking a deep yogi squat. Now, eventually we want to bring both heels down to the floor. For now, if your heels are slightly lifted, that's totally fine. We're just going to walk your hands forward to fold your body down between your legs. Let your knees go wide. It's going to be a deep stretch for those inner thighs and hips, but really work into it breath by breath, rolling your knees open, open, open to the side. Simultaneously, allow the weight of your head to drop down towards the floor, releasing any tension through your neck or your spine. Breathing here for 3, 2, and last breath in and out. Now walk your hands into your feet. Press your elbows to the insides of your legs. Roll your shoulders down your back. Lift your heart and chest forward. So you're using your arms to traction back into your legs, giving you an extra stretch into those inner thighs. So breathing here, lengthen your spine forward. Then we'll exhale and just lift your hips up, fold forward over your legs, feeling that deep stretch along the IT band, possibly getting a stretch across the top of the outer hip. Maybe feeling a stretch behind the edges of your knees. Wherever you're feeling this movement, just allow it to be. Soften into it. Find your yes in this moment. Slowly begin to shift your weight right and left, bending your knees to one side and then the other. We're just going to take our time here, shifting your weight side to side. Feel how that moves in your body. If there's any particular area that feels really good here, that could really use the extra stretch, you can take your time and work into it. We're just going to cycle here, right and left, a couple more times.
working into your legs, moving at your own pace. And we'll slowly begin to bring it to a close, coming back to neutral, folding over your legs. Now from here, guys, we're going to rotate your toes parallel and then rotate your heels open 45 degrees. So now you're in a pigeon pose position. This is going to be the deepest stretch yet for that outer IT band, working into those ligaments and tendons behind the knees, deep into the hamstrings. So this is our deepest variation. You can gently, slowly pulse your upper body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Just working into it. And then again, you're going to begin bending one knee and then the other. Shifting your weight side to side. Go nice and slow. This is going to be, as I said, the most intense of these 3 variations is this pigeon pose position, or the pigeon-toed position. So there's a lot of tension that gets held in the backs of our legs, in the backs of these attachments, the top of the hamstrings, that contributes to our low back pain. So just breathe into it, allowing your body to gently open, and we'll slowly begin to come back through center. You can go ahead and rotate your heels back to parallel. We'll inhale, lift your spine halfway up. This time as you exhale, plant your hands down on your mat and step your feet back into your downward facing dog, lifting your hips high, open through your chest and shoulders. And for a moment here, we're going to lower your knees, coming down into a little child's pose, taking a deep breath here. Stretch your chest and shoulders open, melting your heart towards the earth. Take a deep breath in here, and an exhale, let it go. And you'll lift your head, looking towards your hands. Shift forward onto your forearms, and go ahead and interlace your hands here. So now you've made a little triangle with your forearms. Press those forearms down, tuck your toes underneath you, and lift your hips up towards the sky. So we're coming into a dolphin pose. Gently start to bend one knee and then the other, stretching the opposite heel down towards the earth. So we're getting a deep stretch along the calf muscles and the Achilles heel. This is going to be really great for those of you dealing with plantar fasciitis, tight feet, tight ankles. Just breathe into that space, stretch it out, and let it open. Alternating feet here for 1, 2, 3 more cycles in your own time. At the end of this last cycle here, we're going to start to reach both heels towards the earth simultaneously. Press your forearms into the earth and open your chest. Get a deep stretch in your shoulders here. And we'll slowly lower your knees back down towards the earth. Press your hips back towards your heels and just open your hands, letting your palms rotate down towards the earth. Take one more inhale in your child's pose. Exhale completely, let it go. Then on your next inhale, lift your gaze forward, reaching towards the top of your mat. You're going to press your arms straight this time, feeling your chest come forward. Roll your shoulders open, lifting through your heart. Take an inhale here, a big breath in. Then exhale, bend your elbows 90 degrees. Slowly, slowly lower your body all the way down to the floor. Inhale, roll your shoulders up towards the sky. Curl your chest up away from the floor, a little cobra pose here. Then exhale and draw your hips back to your child's pose. Now we're going to move through this sequence 2 more times. So inhale, you can begin to round your spine, pressing your weight all the way forward into your hands. Try not to let your hips sag, but keep your hips lifted as your core is engaged. Inhale your breath here. Exhale, slowly lowering your chest to the floor. Nice and easy with control. Then we'll inhale to that cobra pose, curling your heart up. And exhale back to your child's pose. Press it back, fold your body down. Then one more time, we inhale, come all the way forward, keeping your body strong. Exhale, lower your body down. Try and keep your chest open here. As you inhale now, curl your heart up, cobra pose. And exhale, draw your hips back to that child's pose. Now we'll take 3 deep, satisfying breaths right here in your child's pose. Feel softness in your body. Breathing into the backs of your lungs, the backs of your kidneys, stretching your spine with your breath. As you feel ready to reawaken your body, you can slowly stretch and begin to make your way